Welcome to a new episode of Apex Race. In this episode we will check out this iconic 90s Sportster, a Porsche Boxster. We will check out the exterior, we will check out the interior, and then we will go for a quick spin with this very agile Boxster. So have fun and enjoy.
The Porsche Boxster 986 was the first generation of Porsche's entry-level sports car, the Boxster. The model name is a portmanteau of Boxer, a reference to its flat or boxer engine, and Roadster, a reference to its two-seater convertible design. Development on the Boxster began in 1991 following the economic downturn of the early 1990s. The aim was to create a more affordable, yet still thrilling sports car to attract a wider range of customers and ensure the financial stability of Porsche. The Boxster concept was first unveiled at the 1993 Detroit Auto Show, and its design, a work of Harmlag, resonated with audiences immediately. The vehicle's design was inspired by several earlier Porsche models, including the 550 Spyder and the 356 Speedster. Production of the Porsche Boxster began in 1996 in Stuttgart, Germany, with a mid-engine layout, which was quite rare at the time. The layout of the Boxster allowed for better handling, balance, and braking compared to front-engine vehicles. The initial version, the Boxster 986, was powered by a 2.5-liter flat six-cylinder engine producing 201 horsepower. The engine was located behind the passenger cabin, ahead of the rear axle, a mid-engine layout. It was also one of the first Porsches to be designed with a water-cooled engine instead of the traditional air-cooled engines that had been a Porsche hallmark. In 2000, the base model engine was upgraded to a 2.7-liter unit, while a US variant was introduced with a 3.2-liter engine. The base model now offered 217 horsepower, while the S variant provided a robust 250 horsepower. These enhancements, along with the car's mid-engine design, gave the Boxster excellent handling dynamics and helped solidify its position as a serious sports car. The 986 also introduced a unique design element to the Porsche lineup with its Freitag-shaped headlights. This design, however, was met with a mixed reception and was subsequently abandoned in the later 987 generation. The Porsche Boxster 986 was in production until 2004 when it was replaced by the Boxster 987. During its production years, the Boxster 986 managed to bring Porsche back to profitability, bolstered the company's image, and expanded its customer base. Even after all these years, the Boxster 986 remains an iconic vehicle in Porsche's history and is well regarded in the used sports car market.
So from the design language, the Boxster shares the front with his bigger brother, the 911, and the Boxster actually came first. It was introduced in 1993, like not for the public, but for in a car show. I think it was the Detroit car show, but I'm not sure. So Porsche introduced like this new design, and the Boxster itself, actually a mixture of the Boxer engine and the Roadster, so a mixed word because of like the hype of in the 80s of the MX-5, Mazda MX-5. So Porsche decided to go also for a Roadster car and with this mid-sized engine, but like front-wise from the design language, the biggest change were the headlights. Actually, also the 911 has also the taillights, and this is very controversial among the Porsche enthusiasts because we don't have like anymore this only round headlight, but some additional things here like the indicators which are integrated. So people didn't really like that, and the next 911 was they had like a slight facelift where they changed that. That was like then on one level, not like this whole unit down was like removed, and then the next generation of the 911 had again round headlights. So I think in the future this is a very unique language design. From the front you can't, I would say at the first glance you can't say if it's like a Boxster or 911, they are appearing from the design the same. From the side, actually things are looking different now, because we see, of course, we have like this soft top here and this tail here, which is looking a little bit different. And you can imagine, okay, there is no engine in the back. It's like a real mid-engine car, and yeah, there is no way you can see really the engine if you are not looking from down below. I really like the shape of the Boxster. We have really nice wheels here. We are sitting low on the ground. I think it's a really nice classic design, and I'm pretty sure it will be, like in a couple of years, it will be a very valuable classic sports car. We see here actually some inlets, and of course this is that are not fake inlets, that are for the cooling of the mid-engine here. So at the back of the Boxster, I am not sure. I don't really like the back, because the back looks a little bit like, if you would change this red and orange indicators, you could say also it's the front. So just flip the top. I don't know. It's really some personal opinion if you don't like it or if you like it, but honestly, in my perspective, I don't really like so much the back of the Boxster. But yeah, this is more, I'm a coupe guy and not like this roadster cabrio really feeling. But I mean, we have like the twin pipes here in the middle, and then I would say the previous facelift model orange indicators here, and then the third braking light is integrated in the, yeah, let's say in the trunk. In general, a very roundish design. I mean, in the 90s things were a little bit round in general, like coming from the 80s, which were more squarey. But in general, Porsche had always like this round design coming from the VW Beetle, and then you can see really also like this design language here in the Boxster, which for me personally it's a little bit too roundish. Okay, let's check out the interior of the Porsche Boxster. For that, let's go down with the roof. So for that we need to pull the handbrake up, turn on the ignition, and then release, like press here some kind of button where it's like a leash. We have to press it, and then it comes down. The windows are going down, and from that on it's electrical. We have to push this button here, and then the top is going up, and now we are we have some more space to breathe, to enjoy the sunshine in this very, very nice day. So from the interior, yeah, you know, the 90s were a crazy, very crazy time, which comes in kind of the color of the interior, and this Porsche Boxster is no exception. We have like this very, very classic outside exterior color, the black, which of course is also a little bit of paint. You see dust, you see fingerprints, you see everything on the paint. And inside, I mean, this car is very, very well maintained. It has only one owner. It's a one owner car, like from brand new, 25 years. It was kept by one owner, so we see that also very, very nice, everything. But this color, I mean, it's a hard decision. It's like this petroleum color, and I mean, it's okay. You can live with that. I saw way worse color combinations. We have like this gray black plastic here, this petroleum dashboard, the steering wheel, the door cards, even a little bit of the carpet here is also in that color. I mean, the whole carpet actually is in that color. So yeah, you have to really like it and think also, hey, I will keep that car for the next 20, 30, 40 years and I have to live with that color. So let's start from the left. We have here power mirrors. The mirrors are actually in close to the mirror itself, where like it comes from the manual things when you have to manually adjust the mirror. Here it is in the Boxster, also power mirrors. Then we have, like, of course, the doors. The doors have already airbags in the side. We are opening the door with, like, the handle is here, and then we have to open it. We have very nice this Boxster emblem in the grip, which is really nice, and the door feels actually solid. It really feels solid. I mean, of course, you can see the wear and tear. On the time we have some plastic here, which is covering a little bit the opening, and we have some space here, some storage space. We can put in some sunglasses and other stuff into that, and yeah, it's a nice solid door. We have some aluminium. Actually, it's really aluminium emblem here on the rocker panel. Then we have the openings for the front trunk and the rear trunk. Actually, we have like two trunk spaces. We will check them out later. But what I don't really like on the door is, I mean, the Boxster itself, it was like an entry Porsche. It was quite a cheap car for a Porsche, and we see that also here. This grip, this handle is actually from plastic. It's like silver sprayed, which should indicate actually real aluminium, but yeah, it's plastic. It's hard plastic, and it doesn't feel so good, and it's yeah, not so nice. But hey, we are like in a Porsche still. So we have on the here we have also kind of power seats, like half power seats. We front and back we have the rail. We are adjusting that by gripping here down, and we can adjust that here. And but like the back lean, we are going powered, so it's electric. We are moving that here, and then we have some height adjustment, and I had to lower that everything down because it was way too high for me, so I'm just dropping down a little bit. It's manual, and yeah, we are going down. So on the left we have very, very classic steering, like operating the lights, right side lights with like high beams, and on the left are like our parking lights. Very, very classic knob design. Nothing like to pull like in I might previous review of G models. You have to pull like some switch. Here it's really, really classic, which every producer, manufacturer back on the days have been doing that. On the left we have our ignition key, which is I heard like the myth like that in Le Mans, like in the 24 hours of the Le Mans race, the drivers actually had to run towards the cars, like from a starting line, and to start the car like faster, they put the ignition key on the left, so when the driver is reaching the car, they can already turn on the ignition and jump into the car. I don't know if it's true, if that was the reason that Porsche did that on the left side, or they just wanted to be different, so they did it on the left side. So in the middle we have like our non-multimedia, non-multifunctional wheel. It's very, very classic. Of course, it's multifunctional. We have the horn here, the horn signal, but besides that, there is nothing to it. It's leather strap, but actually the leather is not very thick. It doesn't feel so nice when you touch it. It's really hard. For a sports car, which actually loves to have like drive into curves and on the back roads, I would like to have to see something nicer here. But of course, afterwards you can do whatever you want with the car. We have our classic indicators on the left side, and then down below we have like a board computer here, which is setting some very basic functions like the speed, the trip, the fuel consumption, stuff like that. And then you can reset it by like pulling it, or set it if you're pushing it. But on the left, up and down, you are switching the computer. Very classic Porsche layout of the instruments. On the left we have our speedometer, and in the middle we have our revs. Actually, this is like the I think it's the 2.5 liter engine. We can rev it until 6,500 revs, and I think it produces something like about 200 horsepower. And on the right we have some basic instruments for our water or coolant temperature, and of course how much fuel left here. And down below we have the clock. Here, very basic things which should not disturb the driver. You have to focus, you have to on the drive, you have to enjoy it, you have to be in the car, in the elements, and not like disturbed by too many gauges, multimedia things and stuff like that. On the right side we have our wipers, so very basic stuff. Then we have the hazard lights, and in the middle we have here automatic climate control. Then the GPS radio from like the 90s. It's really funny. I think it doesn't work anymore. And then some CD holders, like four thingies here. We can flip them, we can push the button, and then they are coming out. And and then some storage is it like for a mobile phone? Is it big enough? Yeah, actually it fits a modern mobile phone exactly into that. Then we have here a 5-speed. Actually a 6-speed would be nicer. We have our e-brake with the Porsche logo, I would say, graved into it, like lasered into it. Really nice. It's actually also aluminium. What is not so nice, it's the plastic in the middle console. It doesn't feel so nice. We have power windows, we have some ashtray here, we have heated seats, and then we have some storage here which is lockable. Very little storage if we have some valuable things. And because we don't have like a glove box, we just have that. And if we want to lock it down, there is a special lock for that. So of course, sun visors with mirrors with light. And actually that's it. We don't have any storage compartment here, because here is of course the engine. And that's it. Let's check out like the front and the back trunk. So let's take a look in the back trunk. And it's quite shallow, but enough for like a sports bag or a suitcase. That's not a problem. And on the left, on the right, we have some, we can check actually the oil here and the coolant. So there's also a stick where we can check out how much oil the engine has, and we can fill something in. And then there's actually nothing more here. We see some indication here. Let's check out what that is. I would say this is the indication for the coolant, how much is inside, and then a little bit light here. Yeah, so let's check out the front storage compartment. You have like to pull this lever here, actually, in normal cars, you know what I mean, like front engine cars. You have to pull that also, and we have like a real spare tire here, and yeah, it's what we see here. It's super deep. It goes down like really, I don't know, half a meter or so even. So you can put some things here inside. Of course, I would say the most of the drivers are removing that tire here because it's unnecessary weight, and nowadays with all the helps on the streets, I think nobody's changing any more of the tire. And what we see here is brake fluid, and up there we have some fluid for our wipers. Yeah, and actually that's it from the mechanical perspective, what we can see at the first glance. Of course, if we would remove some things, we will see more, but yeah, that's actually it. So let's go for a quick test drive with the Porsche Boxster, and I would say for that, of course, let's go yeah, with the roof down. And for that we have to turn on the ignition, pull the e-brake, release this hatch here, and this thingy has to be really coming out because yeah, the roof makes a little bit of problems. You have to watch out that is really open here, and also some things are gliding in as they should. So we have to push this button and then look a little bit that is here also covered and not scratching the windshield here, actually, that here, this plastic thingy, because yeah, it's, I would say it's not idiot proof. So, but as you already hear the clunk of the door, it's really solid. You hear it. On the other hand, there are some things on this particular box. I mean, I'm not on this particular Boxster, but I think in general in Boxster, as I said, it's like an entry model to the Porsche family, which Porsche did a couple of times in the history. They tried it with the I don't know how to pronounce it. I would say 914, so 914. In the 70s, it should be also like the Porsche entry, which is now a very rare and classic car, especially with the six-cylinder Boxster engine. And yeah, they tried it with the Boxster more successfully. They sold a lot more of Boxsters, but you know, the quality, yeah, it's like, I think in general in the 90s, the German car manufacturers were trying to save money. Like everyone, BMW, Mercedes, and Porsche also. So we see, of course, everything is like good in general, but you know, some things are making noises where probably they didn't should make noises. But what is making noise is the very nice engine, and we will start it, or not. Let's try again. So there's like this timer. I can start it only after like 5 seconds, where the oil pressure build up. And yeah, there is this 6-cylinder Boxster engine, and I think the sound is actually that thing which is like saying, okay, everything is okay. I'm rattling here. Here's a little bit of plastic where it shouldn't be, but this engine, this sound from the back, that is excuse for everything. And yeah, also like this shifter here is a little bit of wobbling, but hey, come on, this car has already 25 years, and I think this is what's called it here, like the thingies here haven't been replaced since yet, so original everything. And also when I'm hitting the clutch, you hear this noise of like a spring which should get a little bit of oil or grease, but yeah, it's normal with the time. Okay, let's start and go for a quick spin with the Boxster. And I heard it's not the original sound exhaust here, it's like a aftermarket sound exhaust, but I have to say, like, up to 3000 revs, it's like a very deep sound. Get a deep big sound, and after 3000 it's get a little bit like higher. And I did some shifting in the POV video, like at like 6,000 and a half, and yeah, the engine is really fun. It screams. So check out the POV video also, of course, to see like the driving experience pure without any talking from my side. Yeah, what can I say? I mean, this car loves turns. It loves curves. It's like not a high-speed like German Autobahn car. It, in my opinion, it doesn't feel so well there. It really like the back roads where the mid-engine can really come into play. I mean, the Boxster, let's accelerate. We are driving like now 40 and second gear, 4000 revs, 5000. And yeah, this is fun. This is really fun. This range of like from 3000 up to 5000 or even 6000. This is really fun. We will go a little bit on back roads, and yeah, for like a 25-year-old car, I mean, you can really feel it that it's old, but it aged in a very nice way. The brakes are still very good, like Porsche brakes here. What is making a little bit problems, of course, with like every car from that period, are the electronics making some problems. There is a problem, a design problem with some shafts. I'm not such a technical, so brakes quite good, could be a little bit stronger. The engine, 6-cylinder engine, really nice. And I mean, I'm honestly like I'm very, you know, I have like mixed feelings about Porsche in general. I like the design, the outside roundish design. I like that. But for me, and I like the rear engine design. It's, you know, when you are starting the engine and you're revving it a little bit, you hear it like the engine wants to push. It's nothing like in the front which wants to drag you. It's like something in the back which wants really to push you, and you want to accelerate, you want to go faster, you want to get the curves getting quicker, the turns. but what I am not like a fan of, I don't know, it's like the sound of the Boxster itself. I mean, yeah, I heard you can have like a aftermarket exhaust, but you know, this classic VW Beetle sound, I don't know, it's not with all the new stuff, catalytic converters and stuff like that. I mean, we lost a little bit of that pure Boxster sound, which is a little bit sad for me, in my opinion. Let's see, like from price standards, I think I remember like a couple of years ago, the Boxsters were super cheap. They were like super cheap. You could get like Boxsters for like 5,000 euro. That was not a problem, but meanwhile, yeah, they're getting also more expensive, like every car with the inflation and stuff like that. But Boxsters, very good maintained Boxsters, are getting also more expensive, and I mean, it's like actually a nice car from the outside and from the inside, and also from driving. It aged very, very well. I would say even better like than the Mercedes SLK, stuff like that, or the BMW Z3. So that cars didn't age so well as the Porsche, but of course Porsche were back in the days way more expensive cars. And I really like the mechanical part of that car. It's really yeah, like driving a proper sports car. You don't have like electrical support, assistance, whatever. Really, the gas pedal is quite hard. The clutch, as I said, it makes noises. Also this shifting, I mean, the shifter is wobbling a little bit, but the ways, you know, the funnels in the shifting, they are really good. Also like the hand grip, and I mean, this car is actually really nice. Really nice to drive and to enjoy, especially in such a beautiful weather we have now. Like fuel consumption right now, it's 9 liters. I think something around that. You can think about that, 8 to 9, or even a little bit more when you're driving more city, or a little bit faster. But yeah, this curves, I mean, that thing loves curves. It's like from suspension wise, I mean, this is also something, the suspension wise, when the car is new, the suspensions are great, but like of course with everything, they're getting older, and the wear and tear is there. But even here, after like nearly 180,000 kilometers, that car, the suspension, you feel like every bump, you feel everything uneven in the road, but it's not like that. The suspension gives you like a feeling of unsafety. Yeah, you feel that, you feel it, and you can control it. It gives like it gives you safety. It gives you a safe feeling. This is like the most important thing, I would say. You feel safe with the car, even if it's like half of the roof is all the roof is gone, and it's 25 years old. And 180,000 kilometers. You feel safe in the car. It's really amazing. What I wanted to say, yeah, fuel consumption, I think 8 to 9 liters, and the temperature we are enjoying currently. We have also the reach. We can do like, it's the, yeah, we 3/4 are full. We can do 450 kilometers, so quite a good range, I would say. We have 19 degrees, so perfect weather, I would say, in my opinion. And yeah, we have an average speed, and the fuel consumption. So we are going now a little bit out of town, and yeah, this is the thing. It's really nice, like for a second car, not a daily driver. Such a nice Boxster, even if it's like a little bit older. If it's good maintained, it's a nice invest, and on the weekends in the summer you can really enjoy such cars. So downshift, and yeah, 4,000, and now the screams, now it's revving 5,000. Downshift, the curve, a little bit unstable. Faster corner, yeah, no problem at all. It's really amazing how well the Porsche engineers can design the suspensions. I mean, it's really great. 180,000 kilometers, and the suspension is just great. It's really great. I don't know if the owner were changing like the shocks or springs or whatever, but yeah, great. It's really great. This is the thing. This is the thing why you are buying a car enthusiast, why they are buying the Porsche, because it's like amazing with the suspension. Santas are not such a good thing on the road. But look at that. I mean, this is so incredible how the thing can go so fast in the corners, and then the acceleration. Woo. That's really amazing. It's really amazing. That's not so good. Yeah, I have to look out not to drive too fast, but yeah, I would say that's it. Thank you for watching me with this very nice classic Porsche Boxster. And I hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, if you have the chance, go out, check out a Boxster yourself. And yeah, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have like, one thing I forgot, here's like a lever. I have no idea for what this lever is. I can turn it. I thought like it's for the steering adjustment, but actually it does not do anything. So if anybody from you knows for what this lever here it is, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, as so far, thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode. Bye.